Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games. It's Sunday and we've just had Games Workshop's reveal preview of what's going to be on pre-order from Saturday the 16th of August. And yeah, it's a little disappointing, if I'm entirely honest, as far as I'm concerned anyway, but you might be well excited about what's going to be coming. So this week, coming up, is going to be Flesh-Eater Courts and Nighthaunt for Age of Sigmar. Now, some people really love Age of Sigmar. I'm not a massive fan. The second edition was okay. I haven't played a single game of third edition. My army has been sidelined, I think, because I play Iron Jaws. It wasn't massively fun to play. It was just horrible to be on the dealing end of all the violence. Did feel a bit one-sided in the few games I've played, but some new stuff coming for Age of Sigmar. And when I say new stuff, I mean two new things, two new models, and some of these products repackaged. So both factions getting a brand new battle tome. Now, there's a couple of things here that I can probably pretty confidently give you the heads up on. So we, as a store, don't get pricing information or what products we're going to be able to sell until Monday morning. So we've seen this preview today, and then sometime early Monday morning, we will get a price list and what have you sent through to us that will show us what products we are going to be able to order in for customers. Now, if you've seen the preview, or if you haven't seen the preview, you will know. If you have seen the preview, you will know. If you haven't seen the preview, you won't know. That there will be battle tomes and then gamers edition of battle tomes, which are a smaller format book that come with some cards. Now, those smaller format books with the cards will be a GW website exclusive. I can almost guarantee that. For both Flesh-Eater Courts and the Nighthaunt. That's the way it's been in the past. We only get the standard cover as a retail item. The High Falconer, we should get him as a retail item. He looks like a pretty standard character. And then the Spearheads, obviously. So there's a Spearhead, the Channel Watch for the Flesh-Eater Courts. We should get that. Whether or not we get the Scarlet Jury, which is a box set they've put together, a Regiment of Renown, that might be a web-only package, unless they've had some bespoke box set made for them, which might be a limited run, like we've had with some of the releases in the past. But it does seem a little bit odd that this is a packaging of existing models. Normally, when they do a limited run box set, it'll be with a new mini of some description. But as far as I know, the Crypt Guard, I think they're called, and the Decapitator and Gormain, they're all existing lines. So it's a little bit of an odd one. That I'm not sure we've had the Decapitator as a retail item before either, which is a little strange. War Scroll cards and dice, we should get access to both of those. The dice, I think they do look pretty cool. They're like nice bloody red with the grey Flesh-Eater symbol. It'd be nice if that was glow in the dark, luminousy green. I think they've missed a little bit of a trick there. And I do like that symbol, very similar to the Night Lords for Heresy and 40k. Again, Battletome Nighthaunt with the smaller format thing. We will just get the standard one as a retail item. And then the new Nighthaunt character, the Lord Vitriolic, he should be a retail trade item. But the Knight of Shrouds, now the Knight of Shrouds has previously only been available in various box sets. I think he first came in Soul Wars. It was the Stormcast versus Nighthaunt starter box for the second edition, I think, of AOS. Yeah, so I can't remember what the first one was called, but that was second edition, wasn't it? Soul Wars. And then we had Dominion, and now we're on to Skaven Tide 4th edition. Oh yeah, so it's probably even longer since I played a game of AOS. Spearhead Nighthaunt, the Cursed Shackle Horde. That should be a trade item. We should get that. Again, the War Scroll cards. The Nighthaunt dice look pretty cool. Turquoise with the Nighthaunt flamey head symbol. They look pretty cool. And then I see that there are a couple of Black Library books. So the Abraxia Spear of the Everchosen. It says on the preview article that is a limited edition, and in the blurb it says that they're all going to be numbered and signed by the author. That will be a web exclusive to GW. We won't get those as a trade item. However, the other book that is there, The Legend of Sigmar, is a paperback, and we should get access to that. That should be freely available. And it looks like it's a relatively concise week. So last week with the Votan, there was a lot of items for the Votan. We had the couple of Salamanders items come along. And what I think, with this week being fairly slim, shall we say, that probably in the next week we might get, it'd be unusual for next week to be the Chaos Dwarves for AOS, because the release cycle tends to go 40k, AOS, specialist games, 40k, AOS, specialist games. It tends to be how we roll. So what I would reckon is that next week we might end up seeing some new Necromunda, maybe some of the Legions Imperialis stuff that we got shown off at the recent preview show in the summer, and a couple of other bits and pieces, maybe a little bit of Underworlds or whatever, but like a smattering of other stuff. Or we could break with regular schedule, and we could get all of the Space Marine stuff dumped or released all in one go. So we've still got Combat Patrol White Scars, Imperial Fists, and the new characters there, the Iron Hands, Combat Patrol. Is there a standard Space Marine? Was there a standard Space Marine Combat Patrol? Because we've got a Tyranid one now, haven't we? We've got a Tyranid Combat Patrol, but we didn't get a regular Space Marine one. So we might get... Oh, and there's the Raven Guard as well. So Raven Guard... I can't remember if there was an Ultramarine theme one now. Raven Guard, Imperial Fists, Iron Hands, White Scars. There's 4 Space Marine Combat Patrols minimum, plus associated characters to get released. So I would put my 50p bet on that being potentially next week's releases, or it's either Space Marines, a whole glut of Space Marines coming next week, or specialist games items in the coming week. One of those, 50p. I'll put 50p on either option for what's coming up. But for me, this week's releases a little bit disappointing. Not overly excited about either of the factions there, or the new models, to be honest. But what's your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below. Do you like them? Are you a big AOS fan? What would you like to see more of from AOS? Are you a fanatical Nighthaunt or Flesh-Eater Courts player? Give us a little like on the video if you find these kind of videos useful. Hopefully you might see it your way to give us a subscribe on the video on the channel, and then you'll get to see more hobby content. But hopefully been a little bit useful, knowing what will or won't be available through independent hobby stores like ourselves. All of these things, when they go up on pre-order that we can get access to, will be available at mightylancergames.co.uk or in store in our brick and mortar store here in Bridlington. So head on over to the website, check us out, give us a like and subscribe if you will, and thank you very much for watching. Cheers. Bye.